Labour Party condemns Tinubu over move to stop Peter Obi from contesting in possible rerun. The Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council has alleged that President Bola Tinubu is urging the PEPC to disqualify their candidate in anticipation for a potential rerun. Well, in a statement issued by the head of media for the Obi Dati Campaign Council, Rerun Onifade, the Labour Party has suggested that the APC under Tinubu's leadership is resorting to desperate measures to undermine Obi's image. I mean, the whole essence, if there's to be a rerun, is for Peter Obi especially to be a part of that. But, it's interesting. In fact, they want Obi disqualified outrightly and be prevented from the rerun, should there be one. They have started and lined up a series of untoward activities using rogue troll agents that seek to portray him negatively and copiously misrepresent him in the public space. I think it's a bit too late for that. Trying to misrepresent Peter Obi, especially to those that genuinely support him, is going to prove futile, to be honest. But then again, I'm not saying everybody likes Peter Obi, but I just think that trying to deter his image just doesn't work. And I think Labour Party as well, rather than speaking, I think they need to be a bit more strategic, right? I think if these people, if Labour Party is not planning and, if they're not planning and being strategic on how to really leverage the position that they have, then it's a bit embarrassing and we will end up in the same problem, of unintelligent people literally running organizations and political parties and, offices. Because right now you're complaining that, the APC are using media, with trolls and all that to sort of represent or misrepresent Peter Obi. And what will you do about it, right? Because I don't see the Labour Party as a party that's involved. Get me? What I mean is, like, you have those, for example, Tinubu. Tinubu is an individual by himself, but you also have the APC, the organization, as another body in itself, working with Tinubu. We know, of course, they are one and the same, they represent each other, but the Labour Party doesn't seem to have that activeness. The PDP does. And that's why it's like, yes, you've got a great candidate, but what are you doing? Right? And I think an issue is that there aren't prominent, popular members of the party that make up the party, right? When you think of Wike, what do you think of? PDP, right? So imagine somebody like Wike speaking on behalf of the PDP. So I'm not saying all the PDP or the APC, they're not like a faceless organization. They are being carried by people who are relevant in the political space, speaking on their behalf. But the Labour Party doesn't really have that, right? And I guess you can associate the PDP and the APC as like living political bodies, but the Labour Party really needs to brand and build itself to be as active, because I don't think they are. Because if they were, then it just seems like the Labour Party is so silent on situations and everything is left for Peter Obi to talk, right? Even the national chairman or the, relevant people in the Labour Party, we don't even know them. So, especially when they're talking about media and the fact that they think the APC is using media to misrepresent Tinubu and all, misrepresent Peter Obi, I'm like, you can play the same game too, or even a better game. Honestly, you really can. You just need to get shameless representatives of Labour Party that are willing to, because the people obedience, they have this, like, they have a good fan base or strong base, but it's not enough. The party itself has to hold its own. It can't just be Peter Obi. The party in a way needs to leverage Peter Obi and identify and individualize itself, right, as its own outside of Peter Obi, that it's powerful itself outside of Peter Obi, because that would make the Labour Party itself and Peter Obi together a powerful force. Because this saying, oh, they're trying to use the media, it just seems like the Labour Party is accusatory and just accusing, but you're not playing the game, right? I think I need a bit more fieriness, and the Labour Party really needs to build their brand. Because to be fair, no one, I didn't know of the Labour Party if not for Peter Obi, but interestingly, they have got such an amazing opportunity because the person who is representing them as their presidential candidate is literally so powerful and influential. So they need to use that to at least solidify themselves as a party on its own. If not, I guess the argument of structure then comes in, because I don't think they'd last. But wait, if you don't forget to like and subscribe.